Still on justice for Mohbad. Well, a lot has been happening. In fact, the update that we got from Yomi Fabi is that one of the prime suspect, or are we going to call him witness? I'm talking of Mohbad's younger brother, Adura, alongside his father, because his father has made it clear where he stands. They wanted somehow with one other guy called King White, and of course, Mohbad's mother. They did what they could. They somehow found a way to make sure that the police arrest Yomi Fabi. And what we heard is this. They said anyone who is not a family member, and I still want to say allegedly, I still do not want to believe this. They say anyone who is not a family member to their lovers, or anyone who is not a stakeholder, and they know who stakeholders are, if they are found around the coroner inquest, if they come to the coroner inquest, if they attend the coroner inquest, they will be arrested, they will be petitioned, they will be this, they will be that. Now, Yomi Fabi has cried out. He said somehow he was able to escape the arrest. They wanted to arrest him. They wanted to kind of lock him down. And he's even saying he's afraid for his life. And there are certain things that they were plotting. But somehow, none of those things came to pass. Now, this will make you kind of want to think deep, like want to look into this matter deeper. Well, we are going to hear some strange, mind-blowing. When I say strange, mind-blowing, we are going to hear it. So I want you to stay put so that you will understand and get to know what's happening on Justice for Mohbad. It is getting scary. What we are beginning to see, what we are beginning to hear is kind of, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It is kind of like, I don't really know what to say about these things now, because I'm kind of believing that somehow, what you're about to see and watch, it might make you want to kind of do a rethink. It might blow your mind. It might shock you. It might put you in a place that you, a place of mind where you really did not think of. You might not be kind of looking at it that way, like, oh, this is what's going to happen, but it will come to you as a. So I want you to be prepared. I don't know why this happened this way. Why? That's a lot of why, right? Without further ado, let us get right into it. Let us know what's going on. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell.
Because they will check. If he presents any email address that is just recent, and they have to look at it and say, okay, they can't find something, that will not go anywhere. So any email address, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe fún forensic, fún Wunmi, tó fẹ́ ṣe fún even Zomo, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe fún Adura, tó fẹ́ ṣe fún Damola, the email address the police must ensure they use. Email address yẹn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ lọ wo kí ni history, kọ́ lọ wo profile, ìgbà wo ni wọ́n ṣí. Not just any email address. It must be email address that shows that it has been opened tí wọ́n ti ṣí even before Mohbad died. And they must tell them it must be the one that you are using on the same phone, because we will check when we do phone forensic on the iPhone tó ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀ tí o bá ti tally pẹ̀lú email, then you are in big problem. Part of your charges will be piling up. So thank you so much. Yaniwura Anu, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So that is what we are going to be expecting, and graciously and gracefully, while we are trying to shift our sensitization protest, I can tell you for free that the police officers in Panti, the State Criminal Investigating Department, Anu Plus A, thank you so much. Please guys, follow Anu Plus A. That part to now say this time around, we are going to be doing, and we're going to be covering up those loopholes. Then they've realized that at some point now, they've lied to them in the first investigation. Whatever it is, somebody lied to them, and they realize that the people that lied to them are by nature, as God will have it, they are now back in the front. And don't let us forget that previously, Umi, Cynthia Aloba, Adura Aloba, and even Damola were told, allegedly, that they were not properly drilled. As a matter of fact, at that first time, Umi and Adura were only called in as a witness, when in the real sense, if not because of the social media outcry and the kind of diversion they gave to the public, normally if the police were going to do their job, the people that they will be admitting as suspects from beginning are Umi, Adura, Darosha, all of them in the house, because whatever happened to Mohbad that took his life happened to him in that house. And most certainly, whatever the case may be, we cannot hide from the fact that the physical structure of Mohbad at the point of burial shows that something terrible, something horrible was done to him. And that way, that is the integrity of the Nigerian police in question. Ẹjọ́ nígbà tí èèyàn bá gbaṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá tó wá ń fi ipò yẹn tó fi ń ran àwọn apààyàn lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìwà ìbàjẹ́, ṣé ni yóò mọ̀ pé ayé ọmọ òun ara òun lòun ṣe kíni lòun gbìn lẹ́fọ̀ọ́. It's just like somebody who is doing fake drugs, and you are sending the fake drugs, you are sending it to the market. There is no two ways about it. That fake drugs will get to your child. So people should understand that the conscience is very important. Whatever position you're given, you should be able to do it. You must be willing to do the right thing and stand by the truth. That is how everybody should raise their children. This country that we're saying, oh, Nigeria is not good. Go and check how we raise our children. That's why I'm grateful to God Almighty, how my parents raised me. Lying is not part of my background. To deceive people is not part of my background. To take what does not belong to me is not part of my background. Mo ṣe wà lájọ mo ti rí ilé ayé mi. Mi ò mówó lẹ́rìí. Mi ì rówó yàn lẹ̀ kí mo rí. Tí n bá ti lè rí èèyàn pé gbọ́ ẹ wo bí ta ló ní owó yìí. I will never pick it. Maybe because gbogbo àtàwọn ń lọ church ìgbà yẹn deeper life. Wọ́n jẹ́ pé yàpẹ́ ẹni tó bá mówó lẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ̀ máa wú etí ẹ̀ máa wú. The old church, the old household, even the old house, they frown against it, that picking money from the ground that does not belong to you without giving it or reporting it means you are stealing. You are taking what does not belong to you. Àwọn ẹ̀tí wàá nù ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi, ó ti wàá nù díẹ̀ mi, lè bá mi ń di mọ̀mú ebi òpá mi débẹ̀ rí. Whatever I'm doing mi ò lé gíriwò. Even when I was working at the Lagos State House of Assembly as PA to my honourable, throughout of my 4 years that I served with the whole time, lè gbọ́ nǹkan dọ̀tí. Yorùbá wọn rí lọ bí wọ́n ní àjà ṣe kí ní kan mèmí kọ́. They will tell you the only time you will see Yomi in full flesh is when he's playing football. Any other thing, he's busy writing. Maybe I'm in my office, I'm either writing a script, I'm working on a proposal, I'm working on a bill or petition written to the House Committee on Chieftaincy, because my honourable was the chairman of House Committee on Chieftaincy and local government before it was cut down to chieftaincy only. And all of that we've been doing. I work on serious documents and so many other things like that. So but as we speak now, we just have to focus on the fact that, and I need to be honest with you guys, in the last 1 week, I need to tell you, while the police in Panti are working hard, these people are trying to work with some certain police officers. They are hell-bent in doing everything to ensure that either I keep quiet forever or they destroy me totally. But Ọlọ́run ò ní gbà fún wọn torí pé tẹ́bá mọ̀ nǹkan mi, I don't want to put pressure and start telling people this is what they are doing, and then people start saying, Yomi, run for your dear life. No. But I can tell you for free, because ibi tó lè nà bọ́ ọmọkùnrin ogun yẹn ó pọ̀ gan, wọ́n ti di àwọn páńpẹ́ oríṣiríṣi lẹ̀. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Even àwọn ọlọ́pàá ta ti lọ bá kan ṣe wá lálejò ṣe wẹ̀ story ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé àkọ̀wọ́n rí oríṣiríṣi ọwọ́ kọ́wọ́ tó ń yọ but I'm not ready to start showing that I'm being threatened. But I just have to tell you guys that there are so many things that are going down that I won't be coming here to tell you this is what they are doing. Like I'm saying, I can't tell you this is what they are doing. You all will start getting scared. You're me. Oh, Shefikini Elefon. Oh, job. We know they leave any matter of justice. Only a terrible person would have to jettison any crusade or matter of justice that you are pursuing. Oh, Montofeni here. If you are fighting for justice, you are fighting for the soul of your country, you are fighting for the future of your child. And then we just have to understand that if Nigeria is going to get better, you and I must play a role. Sacrifices must be made. So, Moja, Mosani, but whatever it is, we're not backing down and we are going to be there. So we cannot but continue to, keep up the fight. And trust me, it is still clever and understandable, so that we have to understand that while some police officers, while they are doing everything to ensure that justice is served, they are already engaging some certain police officers to lie. They put up a terrible fake petition through Adura, and they are trying to do so many things. What's in plan? But I've been there, but the series of threats, series of attempts to drag me into the police station of their own bidding, so that they can do their evil. And I am telling you for free, as go te mama pariwo, ti ma hasita. But I don't. It's going to look like you are still scared. You want to back down. I know they back down for that kind of. But I will be tactical. I want to be the fejo you soon. Me na fejo soon le. I want to don't let us back down. Let's continue to do what is right, because that is the only way. Don't forget that this is Nigeria, and of course, while you're fighting injustice, abuses, corruption, we want to fight back. I'm not going to be deceiving you that they are not fighting back, but no, not that we're going to be bowing down or we're going to allow such threats to do. But whatever it is, they are trying to do everything. It's quite unfortunate. I don't know, but it's quite sad. It's quite unfortunate. Okay, let me just say it this way, because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Let me explain to you so that you guys can hear. Because it's not because I'm only explaining so that I can carry you along. It's not because I am scared or I want you to start saying, Yomi, be scared, be careful for yourself. No. I just want to say it in case I don't know. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be shot tomorrow. I don't pray for that. But it is important that you all should know. Now, this is the background. And I want you guys to listen carefully. Adura sent me a message on TikTok. When he sent me the message, and it confirmed that there was a fight between Mohbad and Wunmi, Cynthia Aloba, you all saw the text message. But of course, as at the time to send the me, I was on the 12th of December through to Oru of the 13th. And of course, Adura sent it with 30 seconds video. As at that time, I don't know Adura. I have never seen his TikTok handle before in my life. As at that time, I have never been to Mohbad's house. And the only person as at that time whom all of you said I should only discuss with and do things with based on a deception then was the lady Karimo TikTok. So at the end of the day, I put it to Karimo ṣé ilé Mohbad nìyẹn? And Karimo confirmed it. Karimo TikTok confirmed it that yes, that is Mohbad's house. Of course, as at that time, I have never seen anything Mohbad's house other than the floor in the living room. Now, fast forward. Nígbà tó máa fi di àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù by morning, àti ń gbọ́ ní ìdájí yẹn wípé wọ́n ti mú èèyàn kan Dàmọ́lá òun ló ṣe kí ni kan, and almost simultaneously àdúrà ti update lórí TikTok yẹn wípé òun kọ́ lòun bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. And now the question is, tí ọlọ́pàá bá mú Dàmọ́lá tí wọ́n gba fóònù lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá fóònù yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, báwo ni wọ́n àdúrà ṣe sáré ní access sí? Because irọ́ tó pa ní pé òun Dàmọ́lá yẹn parọ́ pé òun change email, òun change password. So ṣe lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ yẹn náà ló sáré dá ogun ẹ̀ padà fún àdúrà, which is a total lie. All those exchange, all those login and logout, it is always going to be documented in the history of that phone. Gbogbo yẹn, nobody showed me that when I went to Lagos State Police Command. Now, this is it. To be clearer, kọ́rọ̀ máa pọ̀ jù. When by morning I reported the matter, I went to Avidowoso, I went to Panti, which is the Lagos State Police Command. Those Panti gangan ni wọ́n assign the case yẹn fún officially. Lagos State government, everybody, all the state security council, they agreed that team from Panti should investigate Mohbad's case and give him justice after the public went on rampage and demanded justice. So Panti police officers, detectives are the ones that are given the mandate to crack and give justice for Mohbad. And then, so it is the right thing for me to quickly speak to the head of Panti then. And he said, okay, I sent the chat to him, sent everything to him, and he said, okay, bring in your petition, let's work on it. And I went there, I went to submit in Panti. They were pushing me to go to Ogombo so that I can enter into a trap. I did not go there. And of course, I'm like, nobody called me there. I have no business there. And if I go there, I'll be walking into a serious trap. And that will be so catastrophic. So I reported to the higher authority as quickly as possible. And the next thing, I was calling on the DCP. When do I come, sir? What is going on, sir? Why have they not transferred the case to this place? You need to look into this new evidence. This is a new lead. Please, sir. Please, this. And he keep telling me they'll work on it. That is DCP, Lati Ahmed. That they'll work on it. They'll work on it. Don't worry. I've called the DPO Panti. They said they will transfer the case to the state command. Okay. Then the next thing, about 6 or 7 days after, don't forget that within this period, even the Karimo and herself was already speaking down on the petition, saying, if my petition was real, then they should have acted on it. I said, okay, no problem. And then we got to Panti, to command. They called me in command. Now, I reported to Panti. That is still Lagos State Police Command. The detective department of the Lagos State Police Command is Panti. Now, Adura, whether he reported or whether they used connection, went to report to the Commissioner of Police in the same state command that somebody impersonated him to want to defraud Yomi Fabiyi, and they said they should transfer Damola to, because I'm looking at it, if the case is already in Ogombo, then it's transferred, not a new petition to the Commissioner of Police. But they claimed Adura petitioned again. I said, wow, no problem. When I got to command, they told me this is the background of the investigation, that it is not Adura, it is Damola. That is the opinion of the police. They formed their own opinion that it is Damola that was chatting with me and not Adura. But nothing. I can tell you all for free. I tell you on my life, on my mother's grave, nothing absolutely was shown to me to prove that Damola was the one shutting me up. They brought him out to say he was the one. He just kind of said, were you the one shouting? He said, yes. How did you gain access? They took over from him. They didn't allow him to do anything, to say anything. And I'm like, there are things that even if you don't want to show me, these are going to be things that we should see in the charges. There is no way you arrest Damola, who wanted to defraud me, with a video. The video is what connects us together. If truly it was Damola, what is the status of the video? Oga Olopa, sir, officer, have you seen the video? Have you gone through the video? Does it correlate with the confession? He told me in clear terms, we are not treating the content of a video. That is not what the commissioner of police asked us to investigate. That they are not going to be treating that. I said, wow. And then that was where I got to know that something is fishy. Okay, no problem. I just said, since the video cannot be looked into to prove that it is Damola that actually sent me the video, definitely this case is not yet fully investigated, and it will not make me believe that it was Damola that shutted me up, because it means that he doesn't have access to the video. Because normally, at that point, he is meant to be taken to the phone and say, yeah, open the phone. Show Mr. Yomi where you took the 3 seconds that you put baby face and the extension, show it to him first. But because Damola does not have access to the phone, they couldn't do that, and I found it very difficult to believe he was the one. So I will have to still maintain, because I have no link, nothing to link me to say it's Damola, and that I can't rely on police opinion on that one. Both of you should go down. I told you, go down. I'm doing live. That was where I said I need to write my statement. I wrote my statement, and I wrote it in capital letter. I do not believe Damola shutted me up, because nothing substantial, nothing to even show he has complete access to the phone. Because if he is truly the one that shutted me up, it's going to be very easy for the police to say, oh yeah, Damola, take the phone, open it, show Mr. Yomi the stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Not even the transfer of the money. Statement of account was not brought out to show that the money was actually transferred. So, and I left. And by the time they want to charge Damola to court, I was expecting that the phone, his decision on the phone, like I'm saying, it must reflect. Damola, if the video is in that phone, if truly it was Damola, the first charge in the case in that Ogba Magistrate Court will be on the content of that phone. Sholo deleting or destroying of homicide evidence will be the number one charge. And unluckily for them, they could not include it in the charge. Like I'm saying, they could not include it in the charge in Ogba Magistrate Court, because it is not involved. It didn't destroy evidence then. So certainly, every other thing that relates to that video is not in that charges. Homicide confession, not in the charges. So they only did that has to do with impersonation and fraud, which is okay. I gave kudos to the police. I said, lovely, this is a good one. Let those that will do the complete stuff do their job, so that they can prove to us if truly he was the one that shutted me up and has evidence, has access to all those materials. And then I left. And lo and behold, okay, since Panti is not going to be doing the aspect of a video, let me go to the higher command according to the law and police act, that if a smaller police command is doing something you are not satisfied, go to the next higher command or anyone higher than that place to complain. They will look into it speedily. So I reported to Zone 2 Police Command, and the AIG felt like I have a good case. Of course, they should go and investigate. And that led to the investigation. And we are making progress before suddenly I hear that, okay, the entire evidence, wọ́n ti gbàdúrà, wọ́n ti gbé Damola, wọ́n ti gbé King White, wọ́n ti lò bí ọjọ́ méjì nínú cell. They've charged King White to court, and then they are waiting on the phone forensic on Adura. Wọ́n ṣe gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti ń ṣe lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn báyìí. I don't know what they did. I don't know who did anything, but I know certainly they said a big lawyer wrote to the AIG, and now I'm beginning to hear that another big lawyer who is on the side of the Baba, they work together to say they should find a way to get them out before they extract vital information from them. But unfortunately, I think part of the top echelon in the police stuff said, if anything is going to happen, we will accept the fact that the case should go to the people that are originally assigned the case. So anywhere Mohbad matter is, or anything 3 seconds video, anything, should be harmonized and be done by police officers in Panti, this team. That anybody that has complaints should be done there. And don't forget that in between, we went to complain to the Commissioner of Police. We did a protest to the Commissioner of Police. Weeks after, when the Commissioner of Police promised us, that is Commissioner Moshood Olondari Jimo, he promised us that he will unravel everything and justice will be served. And before we could say Jack Robinson, after that particular protest we took to Lagos State Police Command, the same CP now received petition from Adura that I am defaming him, saying he was the one that shutted me up. After he has been arrested and taken to Zone 2, now said I was defaming him, and they invited me. They said, SID, and I went there. You guys should listen carefully. When I got there, they brought out a petition. They said it's from Adura. I said, what did this guy do? He said you are defaming him, and they called him on the phone that he should start coming. So I waited till they came. The mother, the King White, and Adura, they came, and one girl, as usual. And when they came, they opened the petition. I said, well, I don't understand. What is the meaning of defaming? What are they going to say? This thing that you're talking, that particular TikTok account belongs to you, Adura. The message, the content of that message certainly must have happened before you. Thirdly, you said to me at this same commando, another department here, I pointed to that department, you confirmed that the phone in question belonged to you, that you sold it November 1st. And the fourth one, the video in question does not belong to Damola. Damola was not the one that recorded it. It was a recording that you own that was also on that phone. Now, the only thing you want me to believe is that it is Damola and I should stop talking that you shutted me up. How? Do you just think by going to the police and police share their opinion with me and then I will stop thinking that you are the one or saying that you are the one? How do I tell my own story that you wanted to defraud me? And to even for police to know, I said to them that for you to even think that an attempt to want to defraud me with all your personal effect, your personal social media handle, your personal phone, your personal video, they want to defraud me with it. You think it is now coming to police to say I defame you when it has not even been resolved. And you police officers are looking to my face. Tell me where Damola has been found guilty of doing it. Because anybody can be saying, you just go to in front of your me and say this. And you police officer, how can you confirm Damola is saying the truth? How do you confirm he's saying the truth? I said, we went there, they took the Damola to court, but anything that has to do with the video, they didn't charge it to court. So how do you want me to now conclude and say I will leave the matter, that it is no longer Adura, it is Damola? I said, I don't understand what people are trying to do. Is it every petition that you bring? This is police station is not a business center. I said, what are you people trying to do? He's now saying, court. At the end of the day, become a serial, and then they said, we should wait for the Assistant Commissioner of Police. That is Mr. Joseph Jayoba. He's the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of SID. I don't know the full name of the SID, but let me check the full name. so that people can know very well. So when they brought the person, like I'm saying, they now say we should wait for the Oga that is coming. That is the one that will now tell us blah 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 blah. I said, okay, no problem, I'll wait. I said I'll wait. I want to get the full name of that department because only department and Lagos State Command here. Go. State Intelligence Department. Yes, it's different from State Intelligence Department. It's being headed by the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Joseph Jayoba. So, the IPO dealing with the matter is one Supubelo. And I said, this is no longer policing. This is what is going on. And then when the ACP came on board, we went to meet him in the office. Everybody spoke again. And I'm like, what's going on? And I got to a stage that they realized that I wasn't backing down. Then the Mohbad was like, kilo de go. You can't force me. I don't understand. What do you people want? What are you saying? I'm fighting justice for your son. And how do you want us to get the truth and justice if Adra is not willing to speak the truth? I said, how do you want us to look at it? We saw injury on the leg. Police said bleeding profusely. And the only injury that did not said he met was a minor one. So, Spenny said colotity. Wumi said just a minor something. They said he was okay. What happened to Mohbad? Why was he weak when the nurse came in? Your son was there. And you are telling me that, okay, now I should forget about it. What are you telling me? Because understand. I said it is sort of straight. Because he's the one that brought petition. Maybe if he wants to take the case to court, are you saying that I've committed a crime? Do you want to? That's it. I should just calm down. That they will go back and report back to the same commissioner of police, the CP, Olondare, that we went to. We sat in his office. We told him what is the truth, and they know. They are now trying to make it look like I have done something wrong. He said, okay, he's not saying I have done something wrong, that maybe that I should go for now, that we should go, we'll come back. And I said, okay, can I be admitted to bail because I have so many things to go and do? They said, okay, no problem. And I was admitted to bail for a crime, not, no crime, they just is in the same command. You can see the level of corruption and insensitivity in this country. Now, that was where the anger and the decision to attack me by the King White. That was when they went live that Eobi Oroyomi, we might not be able to get him to do what we want here. You guys can, I don't know. Then the King White, that was, go back to his ranting then. To fi sọ pé a máa sọ di physical àdúrà kó boys jáde, because I didn't want to come out and start saying all that then. I'm like, I will be 100% loyal to Mohbad. He has never met me physically, but because he was a Nigerian and he needs a voice, if I choose to give him a voice, I will stand firm to that till death. I will never back down for anything. So basically, the next thing, the King White started ranting, shouting, I'm a sorry physical, I'm a checking on Toba Bieda, Koshekiniko, the question is, what did the police speak to me about? What did the police speak to me about? What are they demanding? Is it logical? At the end of the day, they were picked up and stuff like that. Meanwhile, before they were picked up on that day, the same police officer, he's being recorded, he doesn't know. He told me he's going to be too busy, that I might not need to come on that same day. Don't arrest King White at Amadura. They thought we are going to be coming, I'll be meeting them on Friday. Because only can work on the Friday. See command here. So, but because I notified them in that same command, once of whom officers to at Adura, at Damola, at King White, that they are being needed as Zone 2 by the AIG, and that the warrant of arrest is on them. Now look at them, they are coming here to use people. Some of the officers there, not the Supobelo, but the rest of the officers in that department said, why didn't I say it before? Koto Krombi. Go back to the Mohbad. She was saying that they wanted to detain me, that they waited for me outside for a few hours. No. The reason why I waited was because after we'd done the whole bail, I was notifying the police that these people that are before you here, on this same matter, they have a warrant of arrest on them because they are needed at the police station in Zone 2. And the police officer said, why didn't I say it before? That they would have just pinned them down and called the police officers in Zone 2 to come and pick them up. That is the procedure. That is the best place to pick anybody. It is in police station. When the warrant is from a higher police, not even the AIG. I said, I just want to deal with this one. I don't want to make it look like I'm looking for an escape route. But that is what people have had. So they know certainly that in your Friday, Tony Kawaye, go. They know certainly that on that Friday, because of the information the other police officers have given me, then it is most likely that Zone 2 police officers will be coming to that command. So by that Wednesday, the police officer now called me and said, Mr. Yomi, there is no point coming on Friday again. That there is no point coming to that place on Friday again, that I should just that he's busy with last mile and he doesn't know when he will be needing me. I said, okay, no problem. But at the end of the day, on that same day, they were picked up and they were taken to Zone 2 and they were like, wow. And that is it. So now, the same SID now asking me to come. I said, now after they've picked them and everything, the IG has given instruction that all cases should be harmonized and be treated by Panti. So why do you want me to come to your department, come to this department on one same complaint? Ṣé ìmẹ̀ ìtàlẹ́fẹ́ gbé wa lọ sí court lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni? Ṣé possible kí command kan gbé yàn lọ sí court on the same case lọ́nà mẹ́ta in different times? It's not possible. Same complaint, and only investigated. Same complaint, this one. But the fact remains that they didn't know that washing your so long and your bo. Spiritually, they've planned for me in that place. That if I should come into that place, all they will do is probably find a way to cajole me, and then I was told that somebody will be coming to eat me with sham in that place. And they will now say, okay, we are done, be going. Because the police officer was saying I should come, they found something, and it's actually a total lie. So it is an attempt to say, King White, word of a person, is a spiritual person or traditional person. So they were like, the only chance they can have to get close to me is, is in that place. I'm saying. So that is what they're trying to make attempt to say. They want to mess my life up and do all that, and that is just it. So that's where we are. So you understand? So that's the whole situation now. So once you want that in, tí mo ń dìbò ra káàkiri I'm being honest with you guys, but I mean, it's got to a stage that I don't have to deceive you guys. I get what I'm saying.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n, see, let me tell you something this morning. Ṣé ẹ rí ọmọ àdúrà yẹn, ọmọ àdúrà yẹn bó ṣe wà yẹn, ó fẹ́ jẹ́wọ́ nínú mind ẹ̀ tí mo ṣe ń wo ọmọ ẹ̀ gbogbo moves tó ń make ó fẹ́ jẹ́wọ́ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti ń wù láti jẹ́wọ́ ó ti ní àwọn kankan tó ti fi dọmọ ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ò gbé.
Problem tó wà ń bẹ̀ ṣe ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi tẹ́mi ń wò lọ yìí ẹ̀mọ̀kẹ́mi mò ń súnmọ́ wọn. And àwọn kan mi wà tó yẹ pé tí n bá rí kò sí mo fẹ́ ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ tí n bá lọ sọwọ́ bọ̀ jù. There is likelihood. I get what I'm saying. If there is likelihood that either played a part or somebody close to him played a terrible part that Toba Gbejade in Koma Bagego.
And he saw it. Yes. That is what happened. He knows something.
Wọ́n ní àwọn ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá kan yàtọ̀ sí commissioner of police Lagos State. Àwọn ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá kan míì wọ́n ti rí ohun tó wà ní fídíò yẹn and they are like and the sad part is fídíò yẹn máa padà bọ́ta.
Ibi tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí yẹn ni mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí nípa ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá kan ṣe ń gbọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n pé tí ní kì í ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ni wọ́n lè máa sọ lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Ni wípé tí ẹ bá ń wo èèyàn ńlá kan tí ẹ sọ pé ó pẹ̀lú nínú fídíò yẹn tó yẹ yín tẹ bá gbá àwa ti mọ ibi tó máa hẹ́ndì sí àti mọ àwọn tó níwà involve wọn tó rọ̀ wọ́n lágbára náà wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. So ṣùgbọ́n tẹ bá wo background ẹni tí wọ́n ní wà on secret tí ó yẹ tó níyàn ńlá yẹn ó ti fi ìgbà kan jẹ́ ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá nínú Èkó yìí nígbà ayé bàbá wa Tinubu ní Lagos State. So tẹ bá lọ wo secret yẹn that's why tó fi jẹ́ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn náà ò lè fi ṣe nǹkan tó máa àṣẹ ni wọ́n sì ń pa fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn àṣẹ ni that's why tó bá yẹ pé tí nǹkan yẹn bá kúrò ní state yẹn lọ sí ibòmíì ó likely kí a rí justice.
kò lè kúrò state yẹn is a law is a state crime. the kókó
ibẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀
gbọ́dọ̀ mi ẹ kọ́ pé mo sọ lẹ́nu ẹ rí i pé fídíò yẹn máa padà jáde síta títì nǹkan dẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ gan. àwọn tó wá rò pé àwọn ní agbára pé àwọn máa escape ẹ rí i pé they will find it very difficult to escape even their children won't escape when the time comes. wọn lójú inú ni kí wọn pé Fáráò ká ló lójú inú ni bọ́lá ń ṣe ọlá pé Ọlọ́run fẹ́ fìyà jẹ dáadáa ó wá ṣe lọ́kànlé kò wá mọ̀ pé àtòun àti gbogbo ìdílé òun wọ́n máa bá lọ. And that will happen if ever wolo. They will think that instead of giving justice for Mohbad, they want to dare God. And God will tell them at the end of the day, ẹ̀yin àti àwọn wòlé tẹ́ ń kóra yín kiri, nǹkan yẹn papọ̀ ojú kan náà lè máa wà and the destruction will come. Ẹ lọ kọ́lẹ̀ pé mo sọ. Instead of them to say, n tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí lọ yìí, because if you look at what they planned, by now, ẹ yọ pé later wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ ṣe family or private autopsy. The original process that will give us clarity normally on a good day at the coroner inquest has been touched. Every key suspect and witnesses have been invited and key persons ọlọ́pàá ti wá nọ́ọ̀sì tó súnmọ́ Mohbad ti wá ìyàwó ti wá àbúrò ti wá ẹ̀mọ́ ti wá àwọn tó lè sọ pé ojú mi tó rè except maybe the doctors in the two hospitals and maybe Sam Larry but the key person tó dìrọ̀ ọmọ jù they have been there and at the end of the day whatever the case may be you will know that by now tí o bá ṣe pé ẹ bá wo ẹ wá imagine kí CCTV kó má jẹyọ kí 3 seconds video má jẹyọ the only talk will be around the coroner inquest and nurse tí wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti weak everybody the next thing tẹ́kọ̀ máa bá tó máa tó yẹ pé èmi ò gbàdúrà kó wá ní negative Only family toxicology, but the main major toxicology by the government, ó ti wá. Ó dẹ̀ ti sọ̀n tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ jáde. So ẹ kò imagine pé kò sí chance fún family private toxicology àti ọ̀rọ̀ nurse méjèèjì ti wá ń sìn. Owó ilẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé méjèèjì yẹn the coroner judge will look at it and say how do I conclude that somebody committed a crime other than the nurse? You understand? And at the end of the day, the missing link will be the bleeding profusely. And the people dey sing ọkàn ṣe ń bẹ̀. Ibi tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó pọ̀ yẹn ti jáde, ó ti di tọ́ máa bò forever. Àṣírí yẹn ò dẹ̀ lè bò nítorí pé wọ́n ti wú òkú Mohbad jáde. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ṣì make attempt, anybody, mark my word, that is making attempt to still continually cover that thing that led to the bleeding profusely. Tẹ́ni yẹn ò bá ṣọ́ra tí ò bá fẹ̀mí ẹ̀dí afẹ́mi ọmọ ẹ̀dí, something terrible will happen. Because àwọn ọkọ wà ìlú tó bá fẹ́ kéku máa kébí eku kéku yí ẹgbà ẹ fẹ́ dá irú ọmọ yẹn padà sínú sáré ẹ tún fẹ́ dá iyẹ̀pẹ̀ bò ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ilé gangan ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bínú ni ìjọ tí ilẹ̀ bá lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bínú ní ìlú Èkó yẹn lórí pé ẹ fẹ́ dá òkú ọmọ yẹn padà pẹ̀lú irọ́ something dangerous àtàláìṣẹ̀ kò sígbà tá à ní foríko ọlọ́ba lè jà foríko ìlú Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ something bad will not happen in Lagos State but we have to hold people that are in government. We have to hold them accountable before they destroy the country on our head. They don't care sometimes. Because to some of them, Toba Shele, I won't get out. But we don't know the pattern it might come. I'm speaking because signs are coming. 2 years non-stop. I am telling you for free. There is no day they don't talk about justice for Mohbad since the day he passed. Fi ọdún méjì sọ̀rọ̀ Abiola tó ṣe kó tẹ̀ ṣe.
Nira Kufa Leko.
Because the truth is this, inú ilẹ̀ tẹ́fẹ́ dárú Mohbad yẹn padà sí ẹ, ó dangerous.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Without the truth, the tó lead to his broken neck, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ta sílẹ̀ yẹn ni wàhálà, ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ti wọnú ilẹ̀. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ti wọnú ilẹ̀, ó ti miss mọ́mí tá a mú, ó ti miss mọ́ ogbó nǹkan tá a ń gbé èso wà. Kó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ lè ọ́ lè tálẹ̀.
Nǹkan méjì dẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run fi gbọ́dọ̀ bínú síyàn láàyè omi àti ilẹ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ bínú síyàn.
So we have to be careful for some certain things that we use our government position. Èèyàn kan jókòó síbi kan nítorí òun ti mọ Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu rí. Àwa ni kẹ lo influence ẹ̀kẹ́ fi bàlú Èkó jẹ́. Kill many lives kó bá lọ because òun fẹ́ cover crime tó. It's impossible. It's preposterous. And then you keep seeing that these people keep taking advantage of things like this and making people seeking the truth and justice as the ones that should be punished. And then, your silence is keeping the same burden to your children. Your decisions and action today will determine what you are leaving behind for your children, not that house you built. Do you understand? So it's quite important. Quite important.
Níbi tọ́rọ̀ dé báyìí sí bóyá wà ẹ́ kò wá ṣọ́ọ̀fù wá sí pé àwọn Lagos State Police fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lórí nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí.
They are working
because of our truth.
The Panty department, they are working. What is quite funny, for Adura to now write to the same commissioner of police, tí a ṣe protest lọ́sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, tó gbọ́n ta sọ yẹn, ta kà á, kó ṣe àmà pẹ̀lú nǹkan yẹn ní defamation. Ìgbà tá ka speech jáde, we receive a message from Adura Aloba's TikTok account. How does that relate to defamation? Knowing fully well that even as we speak, the police are yet to unravel the phone and the content of that phone and that homicide confession. Did anybody ever even investigate and conclude that she what Damola no send homicide confession about Adura? wọ́n skip ibẹ̀ yẹn.
wọ́n
skip apá ibẹ̀ yẹn. a dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún yín commissioner of police pé ìdí ta ṣe béèrè fún more just ta fẹ́ clarity ni pé the police at the commissioner of police special squad 1 they did not clear who sent the homicide confession, who owns the video, and where the video is. They said they are not touching it. So if we continue to still talk that it is Adura that sent us, it's because we reprove whether Molano send here. If Adura is now sending a petition, Timothy Tuti attend the office, any key, and you know that you need key as the commissioner of police, SID. Call investigate. No complain. I went there. I honored the invitation. I went there with my lawyer, and I asked vehemently. The reason why your name is still recurring is because we need to know: are you the one that sent me the video? Are you the one that sent me the homicide confession chat? Because case it over Ogba Magistrate Court, they did not even touch on it at all. So Damola did not confirm whether he was the one that sent me the chat, and he provided the reason how he sent it, his reason for sending it, and the video to corroborate it that this is it. He refused. The police refused to touch that. I said, okay, the little one that they have done is still not convincing. Let's face the bigger picture. Commissioner of Police, get to the root of this for us. The next thing, the same commissioner of police accepted invitation petition from Adura, somebody that is meant to be a suspect from beginning. Ewaniki, assistant commissioner of police. Coming back to you is not even my problem. Even gbogbo ntọ́lọ́fẹ́ tó sọ fún mi pé wọ́n máa ṣe spiritually wọ́n fẹ́ fógun nà mí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá fógun nà mí wọ́n á ti bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ tí mo lọ́jọ́ kan. Some people will come in to meet me in that cell. They will now use every fetish substance on me, and then the second day they will say they grant me bail or do whatever, and then I'll go and die at home. If I say nobody will hear my story, they will say Yomi is just ranting. I said even at that, I can still submit myself to come. But before you ask me to come again, the IG said the matter should be treated in Panti. All matters should be harmonized, including the one with the AIG. So who are you, Super Bello? Saying you are SID police officer and you are calling here and there, threatening here and there, you click on. I said it's not going to work. I've sent my lawyer there yesterday. That what you are trying to do is not making sense again. Adura does not even have any reason to even write that kind of petition. From the moment I came in and I told you this is the matter, so this is not a case we can do now. Even come at it, that Adura is still a person of subject of investigation. What does he investigate? You can't come out and say you are being defamed. Let them unravel it. For video, you add the video before Mohbad, before you even sell the phone. You are still coming to say they defame you. You are the owner of the video that you claim one Damola used. You add it a year plus. You have committed a serious crime by concealing an evidence. And now said, so the commissioner of police can receive this kind of petition. Business center. Nigerian youth, you are the major problem with Nigeria. Nigeria will not get better if Nigerian youth continue to be like this.
That guy no write anything. Now people, now see all those people. They just tell that one waiting go they talk.
And I look at it and said, "Chebi mama fobi ole ma fo fun yin. Ayé tí mo ko mu wa nu ayé mo ti gbìyànjú.
Ó ti pẹ́ gbọ́n.
Kémi wọlé padà wá síbò kí máa bombo. That is the whole story tó wà lẹ́ o.
Wọ́n lọ, she no be today na kọ́ béèrè nǹkan tó ń fara nǹkan face láyé Kòròdú. Ó ti pẹ́ kí wọ́n ṣe lẹ́nu.
Bó ṣe lọ ni. Meanwhile, ṣé mo èèyàn tí wọ́n ti wọnú police cell tó jẹ́ pé òkú ló máa gbé jáde.
Mélòó.
And if I should go into that place, they will want to make it look like, okay, Mr. Yomi, this case, maybe we'll charge you to court. They will say, go. It is what they have told us will happen spiritually. And I told the IPO that these people that are coming to say you should do this and that, I don't know what people are trying to do. You know it is not right. You know you want to put my life in danger. Me, let's now. You now want me to come in there? Èmi nìkan tí bá ti wà kò sí bí ọ̀ṣẹ́ lóhun jẹ́ láyọ̀ tó bá ti kéjì yàn.
Ó ti lọ.
Nígbà tó bá wá bẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan wọ́n ti ń lọ wádìí mi wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n máa gbogbo nǹkan máa ní opportunity yẹn tó débi nìkan máa wà bẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti dalẹ̀ wọ́n á ṣe gbogbo wọ́n á fi kàn gbá mi lórí wọ́n á fi kàn gbá mi ní gbogbo nǹkan tó lọ́pọ̀ lè ṣe pé àdélé iṣẹ́ tó o bá ti gba ohun ta sọ wọ́n wá release tí n bá fẹ́ release tí n bá pariwo jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wọ́n á ní go àti fún ẹ níbẹ̀ má lọ. Knowing that after then you have to go and die at home. Maybe they are even willing that if anything will happen, I should even die in that place. They don't care. Because they know with me. Because until you go see where very gbogbo wọn ti fẹ́ padà pọ̀. Ẹ wo bí yọ̀ mí yẹn ni problem wa o. Wọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ kó bá wọn ṣe yọ sólà ń gbọ́. Wọ́n mọ̀ kó bá wọn ṣe yọ só because a good general will know how to fight his battle. We know what they are planning already. Mi ìfẹ́ sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ bó báyìí pé tí bá kọ́ máa fáwọn eléyìí máa fún wọn lórí ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ̀bí kò ṣe pé mi mọ̀ pé not that I've been living my life carelessly. I've been putting a serious precaution from day one tí mo ti padà dé. But this one, that is the only way they can lure me into their own comfort place. Àwọn agbójú kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ èmi kọ́ lẹ́ máa ṣe yẹn fún. No. This calling me back is suspicious. It's kò sí nǹkan tẹ́fẹ́ wá díẹ̀ kò sí òótọ́ kan kò sí àdúrà bá wò ẹni tó yẹ pé ìṣe anyway kò sí ọ̀la ọmọ tó ṣe.
wọ́n kàn sọ nǹkan fún àwọn yẹn.
wọ́n tó mọ̀ pẹ́ ní dọ́tí gbogbo wọn báyìí wà yẹn ṣé gẹ́tì mi ìgbà tó ti rí pé wọ́n ti lọ pàǹtí yẹn lọ́rọ̀ pé bóyá wọ́n máa sọ mí gbálẹ̀ pàǹtí yẹn ni wọ́n ti kó lọ́ọ̀yà wá lately gan mo ṣe ń gbọ́ pé àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà tó wá gan àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà mo ṣe ń gbọ́ bí tó sọ pé ti wá I don't know how true it is wọ́n ṣe sọ ṣémbà táwọn lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn ti wá wọn ní àwọn tó ń sọ pé kò bá jádúrà gan ni àwọn náà lọ tún súnmọ́ àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn wá wọ́n mú báwọn pò wọ́n mú ọ lára ń bẹ̀ wọ́n wá rí pé as the case may be the detectives they found a good ground to pursue the case and get Wumi in, get Zomo in, bring Adura in at some point and get the justice out. So we are ready for them. We are on standby. I can tell you guys for free, if we are not ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with these people, we get to any justice. So we should be ready. Be ready to say we are going to be protesting peacefully and get the truth out. But let's keep calm. The detectives, they are working because they have a directive from above. The commissioner of police, the assistant commissioner of police, Zone 2, is looking. Tọ́ba tún ti ṣe déédéé àtúgbé ẹjọ́ padà lọ́bẹ̀. Ọ́ lójijì ọkọ̀ bàbá mi wájú IG ni. Ọkọ̀ bàbá mi wájú president Nàìjíríà. Tí máa fi déwájú Aso Rock yẹn máa bọ́ra mi sí òun bẹ̀. Ihò ni máa fi protest iwájú Aso Rock yẹn. Ẹ máa wò bọ̀. Ihò ni máa fi protest iwájú bẹ̀.
Olúwa pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ yẹn máa lọ. Ìkọ̀kọ̀ nìyẹn máa.
Ẹ lè pa wá náà. Intari tó wà so clear. So ká àgbélù tí wà lẹ̀ fún yín so that people can be having chance to be taking anybody's life.
Ìkọ̀kọ̀ nìyẹn máa kú fún o.
Ẹ máa wò bọ̀. Ihò tọ́ọ̀ nírú ẹ̀rí gbogbo wá rí pé eléyìí tí wá yíwọ́ báyìí kò sí kọ̀tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe. Ihò pátá nìkan ló máa ń dìlẹ̀.
Ó máa padà yíwọ́ kò ṣe ẹnìkan ní pátá máa wà á dì í kò ṣe ẹnìkan ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀pá ògbó kò ṣe ẹnìkan. Pátá máa wà á dì àwọn many people. Many people.
Ẹ kọ̀ bàbá mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbàrà.
Many people.
Bóyá president àwọn sọ pé owó orí yọ̀bí Fábíyì àbí òun ò rí pé èmi ò bọ́ òwò fún kankan. If I can go naked for justice, I can go naked for my country. Then let's see. Èyí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ da ṣọ́bọ̀ criminality. Let's see. Ó máa bá yín lójijì. No notice nothing. Ẹ lọ kọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́ni. Ó máa bá yín lójijì. Tí máa fi déwájú Aso Rock ẹ̀ lérí. Tí máa bọ́ra mi sí òwò ọlọ́pàá tó lóun fẹ́ yìnbọn fún mi o tó bá lóun ò dábì mọ́ lọ́ọ̀kan àbí òun àwọn kò ṣe ẹ̀mí fábílì lélẹ́yìí o ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa wò bọ̀ so à ń pọ́n ilé là ń sìn pé we are writing letter we are coming to protest ẹ̀jẹ̀ àtọ̀wọlé Yomi yẹn máa ṣe agídí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká pa ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká ṣe kinní kan ẹ̀ ń ṣe exercise tí mo bó ṣe lọ ẹ̀ rí mo ti sọ tèmi lẹ̀ no we are not giving any notice we are tired of writing any letter àwọn rebel gan ti ready lẹ̀ àwọn rebels ti ready lẹ̀ ẹ máa kọ gbogbo ẹ kọ́ máa dàrú ni because ẹ lè bàlújẹ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ ẹ kọ́ máa jókòó ẹ fẹ́ fún èèyàn kan tọ́pa èèyàn clear cut case ẹ wá ń bú búbú ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yí orí nǹkan let Panti detectives do their job and bring the truth out the reputation of Panti is at stake until people start looking at Panti and saying that is àwọn yẹn kẹ àwọn onídọ̀tí it must not get to that stage because they are brilliant police officers doing their best sacrificing their lives to bring truth and justice to people suddenly you start going there you start manipulating other from above then they destroy an institution like that tọ́báṣe sọ pé ọlọ́pàá aṣèwábà yìí mẹ́rin níbẹ̀ but places like Panti are institutions that we should not be messed up with because everybody will still rely on that institution àwọn ọlọ́mọ bọ́ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn àwọn ọlọ́pàá Panti wọ́n lè wọṣọ bí wèrè wọ́n lè ṣe anything wọ́n lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ ṣọ̀kadà fóṣù méjì because they are looking for a suspect that is how far they can go that has not to do with salary it is their passion and patriotism for this country and if they are playing that role why are you saying that we should not play a role ẹ̀yin ọlọ́pàá and sacrifice for Nigeria you are telling people not to join activism to sacrifice for the country everybody must play a part but I can't believe pé police uniform or government position is the position of slave trader let's start enslaving the people you are mistaken it's because you are dirty you are a jeopardy to think that people entrusting you public position is an attempt to start hurting people that voted for you no we have gone past the era of slave trade kò sẹ́rú anybody come be kankan government position public position is a position of trust and very 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 fragile it's a fragile trust and position not now I can start taking people's life I want I can start changing the law the way I want I can start using the law the way I want imbo láti bí ọdún méjì no Nigerians are not keeping quiet and he wants to serve us with injustice we know they accept o I have not done anything wrong I don't care if the father is involved if the mother is involved if Adura is involved justice must be served I then dúró ṣé mi tí mo ìyá tí mo sọ fún yín pé ìyá mi ò ní problem pẹ̀lú mi ní problem pẹ̀lú Adura wà nílé ẹjẹ́ sọ̀tọ̀ ẹ sọ fún mi kí ṣá ó tún ìyá ẹ bẹ̀bẹ̀ ó bẹ̀bẹ̀ ó tún change ẹ̀ ó lóun ò bẹ̀bẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá tó parọ́ fún ní zone 2 yẹn sọ pé so ìyá ìtàn mi ni after you told me to help you to beg Yomi that you are ready to support the justice now wá tán wọ́n fún ọmọ ẹ̀ ń bail they were meant to extend their stay ẹ kó sí wọn lórí èmi mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ẹ máa assist pàjọ́ máa ṣe papọ̀ a máa rí justice fún Mohbad kí lẹ gba kiri fún báyìí ìyá ìchange ẹ̀mọ́ alọ́ ni ẹ lè imagine ní o mi mọ̀ pé ṣé ìyá lélẹ̀ then this ìyá Mohbad is protecting either herself or Adura tó fi kò ń ṣe owó I can tell you all for free it is not because of money mo dẹ̀ ti sọ ti pẹ́ kò sí abiyamọ tó bá sọ pé torí owó lòun máa ní kọ́ bá wá ìdájọ́ òdodo fọ́wọ́n is because she will lose something very vital along the line tí òótọ́ yẹn bá jáde and they cannot even phantom it how and why I was contacted wọn mọ̀ pé ṣé Ọlọ́run ni the thought is that nobody's power it is nobody's power or credit it is God working speaking but God does not do abracadabra he will be giving you like I'm making it natural and you are asking I am this I am the king I am the CP I am the governor I am the president ní orí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́mi Ọlọ́run ti fún ẹ lápẹẹrẹ pé I am involved I am the son I have the connection gbogbo gbogbo yẹn ẹ rí i pé níwájú Ọlọ́run it is nothing when God is ready èmi kọ́ I will only maintain and stand on the side of God on the side of the masses and the public and I will never regret standing by God and the masses in this one I will never regret even kẹpa ọ̀tá mi I will not regret ẹ̀yin ló máa dùn tí máa lọ I will never be pained but I will do everything to maintain the fight and to be tactical with the fight torí pé ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ni mo wà so let's start with okay evangelist. I think I saw.
àdúrà fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ní conference ṣe nígbà yẹn àtàdúrà sọ pé 10 minutes video ni video yẹn is not 3 seconds. Ó dẹ̀ ní nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ over a year.
Hey, thank you so much. Mo tẹ fẹ́ send yẹn náà sáwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn. If you have it, kindly send it to my WhatsApp, please. Mo wá nǹkan tí fẹ́ send sáwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn. I've sent them several other evidence. Ìyẹn ni kọ́ mo ti gbà pé kí n send wọn. He was lying, he never said so. Ó lóun sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nísìn.
Tó sọ ní fídíò yẹn pé it's 10 minutes video ni pé it's not 3 seconds.
Òun parọ́ pé òun sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, and that's part of the things. Mo ṣàwọn kò mo fẹ́ send ìkọ̀kọ̀ sáwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn, that's all. So anybody that has it, please send it.
Please,
send
anybody that has it, you can send to him. Please.
I can say because they must have been brought in by now. Gbogbo tó máa fi gbé gbogbo àwọn.
Ẹjọ́ anybody tó bá ní fídíò yẹn lọ́wọ́ kó bá send ẹ̀ sí Mr. Yomi torí ó sọ káyọ̀ gbogbo èèyàn gbọ́.
I'm very sure by now, because àti Somo àti Wunmi o, by now they must have been invited or àti lọ àbí nǹkan kan, I don't know. Not in my next word. I would rather walk away from such a country than stand with such a government and say you are aiding and abetting injustice and blatant criminals. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they did, but I know certainly whoever it is that is backing this stuff is just want to destroy. They want to destroy Lagos State and destroy the government, and they might think they are in control with such passion. Maybe they are God. They don't know. We don't know until then. But trust me, I only envisage. I can foresee. It might likely be the determining factor. Maybe they want more blood to be shed. Maybe they need more blood. They want the youth to come out, go on rapping and start killing more youths because they are fighting for justice of a fellow citizen. We have seen everything. It's quite sad.
Quite sad. Yeah, quite sad indeed. A lot of us who dedicated time and put in a lot into getting justice for Mohbad, some are disappointed. But I've said it times without number that you don't need to be. You should be expecting that when dealing with wickedness, evil, when breaking bad, when stopping wickedness, you should expect that wickedness will fight back from within and from without. And that's exactly what's happening to justice for Mohbad. The cancer has oversaturated, and people did not at the beginning, they didn't know who to go after, who to deal with. They didn't know at the beginning. They thought it was, oh, let's just this, let's just that. Not until they started seeing some games here and there. Now, people saw the signs at the beginning. They saw the signs at the beginning, but they simply chose not to say anything about it. Yeah, people saw the signs. Anyone that says, oh, we didn't do anything, it caught us unaware, that person is simply not saying the truth. People saw the signs. Yeah. People saw signs. A lot of it, not even one. People saw a lot of signs that pointed us to some things that we needed to cancel ASAP back then. But, due to this, let us support, let us not be against, let us be for, let us not castigate, let us not insult, let us not ridicule, let us be nice, let us pretend, let us act like we cannot see, let us just, all of that. People were mute, blind, deaf to signs. Signs have pointed us to some discrepancies, lies, discrepancies, lies, here and there. There are a lot of things that we saw, but people just didn't really want to say anything about it. They just said to themselves, you know what? Let's just keep it cool. Let us pretend like everything is fine. And let us support who we should quickly have called out. Although back then, certain people were calling out certain people too. So it's not like it was like there were certain people calling out certain people. And what I observed then is this: when certain things were being called out, people who were working behind the scene, people who knew what we did not know, they were busy castigating and saying, you guys are anti-justice, you are not for justice, you are not real, you are not for real. Why will you guys do this? Why will you guys do that? This is not acceptable. You guys should not do this. You should not ask questions. You should not query. You should not dig deep. Don't. That's what they said. They said, no, there is no need. Why are you guys asking this kind of question? Is this what you guys should be? You are against. They took it like it was a personal thing, like anyone that speaks is against justice for Mohbad, particularly for them. If you talk, then it means that you are against Mohbad's father. And if you are against Mohbad's father, then you cannot be for justice. That was all that they peddled here and there. That was the talk. Oh, you guys are not for justice. You must be anti-justice. How dare you? How dare you? Why will you do such? Why did you do this? Why are you guys like this? Why is that and that? And slowly, people were observing. They were seeing it. They were kind of getting to see more and more. They were beginning to understand that this is not the way to go. People knew. They were looking at it like, this is not the way to go. If care is not taken, if care is not taken, where we will end on this journey of justice for Mohbad, people might not be able to survive it, because it is going to come really hard. It's really going to come in hard, like a big, huge shock on a lot of people. And did it come as a shock? Yes. To some people, it came as a shock, like they weren't expecting it. They didn't know it was going to become this. To them, we are all in the same boat. We are all heading towards the same direction. And here we are. It is not the same boat, not the same direction. It is sinister. It is sinister. It is kind of like unbelievable to a lot of people. They are like, wait, how did we get here? How did we get here? How come one person is shielding this person? What's really happening? They could not. But then I could remember certain people had brought out money, their own money. They thought we are all on the same with Mohbad's father then, like, okay, you know what? Let us reason together. It's time for us to deal. Let's start with a petition. If Cynthia threatened Mohbad's father and said this, let us do this. But lo and behold, Mohbad's father and his so-called brother, I mean, the brother that we are hearing is not brother, is not really a brother. Well, doesn't even matter if he's a brother or not, although the lies is something that a lot of people are not happy with. So they said, okay, no problem, let's do it. Let's Mohbad's father, brother, say, hey, you know what, we cannot, we should not. People are like, wait, are we hearing, is this thing like, is it making sense? Like, are we hearing these things clearly, or we are the ones making it up? Like, is this thing, like, is it adding up? Like, what's going on here? What is happening? People wanted to understand. Like, is there something that we are missing? Is there something we are missing? Like, is there something that we should know? So that stopped anyway. And when that that left, and people said, okay, let's move on to the next. Then some other things started coming up again. People looked at it. They said, should we take action? Some people say, no. Anybody who proves to be this, anyone who does this and that to that person is this. And people said, okay, again, let us keep quiet. Let's do nothing. Let's do nothing. Let's just pretend like this never happened. Then slowly, it became this. And now, with all that has happened so far, what is the way forward? Are we going to keep quiet and just continue pretending like it is what it is? Let's forget about it. Well, for me, I believe strongly that justice for Mohbad will still be gotten, and every opposition here and there, right, left, and center, anybody, anyone trying to stifle, trying to stop justice for Mohbad, as we all can see, they will all be exposed, and the right thing will definitely be done. Yeah, the right thing will be done, because it's kind of it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, seriously? So terrible. A lot of people just cannot, they just cannot understand. Why? Why? To what end? Why is this happening? Well, we all know why it's happening anyway. For those who do not know why all of these things happened, then we all know why it happened or why it is happening. It's because of greed. There are certain people whose intention is to cajole, use emotion, manipulate public, or because they want money. They want money. They want to be taken care of. And now that the die has been casted and everyone is not blind, everyone can see, I guess we have come to the end of the journey. Whatever it is that comes again, in between, after, by the way, I'm very sure that people will apply wisdom to whatever it is they want to do. You cannot donate money, put money out there, put a lot, your time and everything out there, and then you begin to hear some kind of lies, inconsistencies. It will make you want to question your sanity. It will make you want to know if you are really thinking well or not. Like, how did you get here? Like, why did these people do this? Are they scamming you or not? Very important. So, I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. You've heard it all from Yomi Fabiyi, and drop your comments.